But this is part 2. So at this time, me and Midoriya were dating. And he started making fun of me because I was queer. And it was clear before me and him were dating that I was queer and all of this, so. But then he started getting all sappy and started, making me feel guilty about exposing him and all of that. But then again, I was just like, you know what, you got what you deserved, you were an asshole to me, and all of that, so I don't feel bad. Well, he started talking about how he was diagnosed with depression. Oh, also, same trigger warnings from last time, self-harm, suicidal thoughts. He started talking about how he was diagnosed with depression and all of that, and I said, oh, okay, well, sucks. That sucks for you. He started saying, yeah, and it's all your fault and all this, and I'm just like, oh, okay, well, now you're just trying to make me feel like shit in general, like I normally do. And then he apologized. He apologized for saying that I should be dead and that nobody would notice, no one would care if I was just gone and all of that. He just apologized for treating me like shit, for being a complete and total dick to me for half a fucking school year. He apologized. And I said, oh no, don't sweat it. It's more so my fault for being a bitch to you and all that. He said, yeah, but it's more of my fault for being a complete and total dick to you. I said, hey, at least that's something we're both good at, is being assholes to each other. And we started laughing about that, and my teacher overheard our conversation, and then she walked up to me and said, hey, language. But I mean, at least you guys made up. So we continued to talk and laugh and all of that. We fixed our language and all of that. I got rejected by my friend Caden, pt2, if you wanted to know that. But I got rejected by my friend Caden, and it was totally fine. Like, I didn't mind that shit. So, like, we were fine. Then he started being a dick to me. Again, like, he started begging to be back in my life. Like, he was practically on his knees every single fucking day begging me, saying, I'm so sorry. Can I have another chance? Mind you this, I gave him 3 fucking chances. Gave him 3 fucking chances, and he screwed up. So, there's that. So I looked at him and I told him, you know what, you've already had your 3 chances. I'm not gonna give you another one. I'm sorry and all of that. So he just gave up at this point, I guess. Because that was going on for a couple of weeks of him just begging to be back in my life and begging to be my boyfriend again. Then he started making fun of me again. He started calling me a bitch and calling me a hoe and all that. And I was still talking to my friend Angie about this. I was giving her updates about him and all this. And me and my friend Caden were talking a lot. And mind you this, Caden was still going by the she, her pronouns. So me and Caden were talking a lot about this and making fun of him and all that. Then I did something to screw up everything that we had been doing. I called him a bitch in front of his friends and in front of a teacher. The teacher was one of my teachers, so she already knew what was going on with me and him. he yelled, like I was walking out of one of my classrooms. He gave me a glare, called me a hoe, and then I gave him the same glare. I looked at him, said, "You bitch," and then walked off. My teacher pulled me in to her classroom, said that it wasn't right for me to call him a name, but she was proud of me and all of that, so yeah. But I arrived to my class a little bit late because I was talking with one of my friends and all of that. So me and my friends were talking and all this shit. So I arrived to my class a little bit late. I was a little bit tardy. And it wasn't language arts or anything. It was Spanish. So it's a class that I couldn't give two fucks about. That I was also failing. So I walked in there, said lo siento and all of this. The teacher excused it. And I proceeded. So I proceeded to my seat. I also forgot my glasses that day. So I accidentally lost them on the bus. So, me and my friends were, searching for it right before school and all of that. Me and my friends were searching for my glasses right before school. And on the bus right to school. We were searching for my glasses everywhere on the bus. With no luck whatsoever. So at that point, I just gave up searching for them, and I told my bus driver, Mr. Blake, hey, if you find my glasses that I normally wear, please save them and give them to me when I get on the bus after school. He found them. They were right by the door. We were searching there 5 times. We searched there 5 different times. And we couldn't fucking find them. I searched in my bag 17 different times and we couldn't fucking find them. So I don't know how the hell he found them. But he found them. And, I was happy that he did. So, when he found them, I was just like, oh, thank you, and all of this. And he said, nah, no problem. But if you keep on losing shit, you're gonna be banned from the bus. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. My glasses were on my face. I took them off for a minute because they were straining my eye, because I was straining my eyes and all of this, that, and the other, and all of that. He's just like, yeah, it's fine. Just stop losing shit. And I'm like, okay. Thank you again. He's just like, yeah, no problem. So after that, I stopped losing shit on the bus. Because if I continue to lose shit, I would be banned from the bus, and I would have to get dropped off at the school. I was dropped off at the school building a couple of times, just because my dad had the day off and all of that, so he dropped me off at the school building a couple of times just because he had the day off and all of that. I've said that a couple of times and all of that. So, me and my friends would talk and talk and talk all the fucking time. It was my therapy, almost. This past year, I found a different therapy, and that isn't so great. But it works at times. I know I don't look scary. That's because I'm not intentionally. Fake gun. Nerf gun. It's a Nerf gun. Doesn't even sound like an actual gun. So, Nerf gun. Yeah. Please do not take this video down, YouTube. It's a fake gun. It's a Nerf gun. It's literally a fucking Nerf gun. And no one's gonna mistake it for an actual gun, because it doesn't, for one, it doesn't sound like an actual gun. For two, it doesn't look like an actual gun. So there's that. It's also part of cosplay. This fake gun is part of my cosplay. Be having it hanging down from my belt, from one of my belt loops, if I can. Get this entire fucking thing over the thing. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, hold on. But, yeah, he was, like, basically begging me to come back. I continued to say no, obviously. And one day he just gave up with trying to convince me to come back. Because I was just continuing to say no. If you're wondering what brand of deodorant I'm using, because I'm not famous, but I use the Dove pomegranate one just because it's better on my skin and it works. But I continued to say no, so he gave up and he started making fun of me. One day, me and my friend Kaden, bless our souls, were being stupid. I made a love potion, like a witch love potion, just because I wanted to see if it would work as well. So I invited him over, we talked, I gave it to him and all of that. And like that day we were planning on having a sleepover with each other. Well, I ended up falling in love with him for that day. And I also felt sick a little bit sick. This fucking big bullet. Stay, goddammit. Oh, fuck you. Why does this one work better? You know what? Fuck it. But, like, we were just being dumb fucks. I ended up falling in love with him for the day, and he ended up getting sick and falling in love with my brownies I made. Like, we were technically, you could say we were technically friends with benefits. There. That sounds like a real gun when you hit something. Damn. But real guns, you can't reuse the same bullets, so. Fake bullets, fake gun, it's a Nerf gun. Like said before, it's a Nerf gun. YouTube, do not come after me because it's a fake fucking gun. It's a Nerf gun. Don't come after me. I want to post videos. Now, yes, I am trying to make my arm a little darker. JK, JK. I'm just using this as like a template for something. I just forgot what I was gonna do. Oh yes. But like I even said, hey, the next day I said, hey, Kaden, did you feel like different yesterday? Like besides you feeling sick, I ended up feeling sick. But did you like feel sad when you left? Because I felt sad when you left. He said, yeah, I felt sad when I left you. I said, oh wow. That's weird. He's just like, yeah, but I guess it worked. I'm like, yeah, I guess it did. He's just like, why did you want to test it out on me? And I'm like, because you're like the only willing person that lives close enough to me. He's just like, oh, okay. I understand that. I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you for understanding. Dead names, who's she? But like, we were very understanding of each other. We thought it was hilarious that we fell in love with each other as well. We thought it was fucking hilarious. That we fell in love with each other. And it was only for that night as well.